My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Slay the Spire 2. Necrobinder. Conch binder? Conch binder? Conch binder is pretty damn good. You're pretty powerful against elites, Necro. We could take advantage of that. Roll a 3 elite 2 rest mid shop line, maybe? I mean, admittedly, that same line would also be easier to take with Silver Crucible, because then we would have 3 upgraded cards by the time we get to the first elite, which makes it pretty tough for the elites to take enough HP from me that prevents me from continuing to take upgrades. Alright, give me the Crockable. I should have taken the right side, though. It's the same amount of question marks, but this one could be like a colorless card choice or something like that, so I could have gotten an upgraded colorless card if I took the right-hand side. Please stop hitting me. It's really rude. Double so, double pass. Sorry, not double. This is not a glam. So, pass, or negative pulse. My spirit's guiding me towards so. Like an upgraded so this like pass isn't doing anything. It's drawing back into strikes. Like an upgraded so this early does a lot of work. But upgraded negative pulse also does. It just does it at a slower rate. But it's really good in certain circumstances as well. I'm taking the upgraded so. Oh, hell yeah. No need to defend if I just killed the back line. Great fight. Entirely off the back of that upgraded so. Oh, come on! Sleight of Flesh and Shroud both now show up. If I took the upgraded, negative pulse, Sleight of Flesh would be huge damage, and Shroud would be so much block. Oh! Sadly, without anything that causes the others to trigger, I think I should just take the Defy for raw value on that board. Bone Shards, Blight Strike, and Grawarden. Give me Blight Strike for... no, Bone Shard. No. Give me Blight Strike. Especially because of skulking on this floor. It's a really useful tool. Keep so until next turn to save HP. Oh yeah, I think I only took 1 damage to my HP out of that fight. For the first tier 2 fight that we've taken, that's really good. Pull aggro so that I'm more comfortable scaling my temp HP. And then there is a shop in a couple spaces. Yeah, give me a random card from the past. Stuck. Take the backline down. Because the Doom triggers at the end of the turn, we're going to be taking that hit to the face anyway. Start targeting the enemy who buffs first. so now... Ooh. Yeah, I've got such high other impact cards in this deck that I really feel like I should just be dirtling and defending on turns like that. Incoming is 18, 27. Yeah, I'm going to use an energy potion to pull aggro and strike the front line, setting them up for so. Putrefy Snap. And pull aggro again. As much as I like retaining cards, give me a copy of Putrefy. Which I'll upgrade. And then roll into... Ooh. Bolus. I don't think I get much value out of Bolus, unfortunately, as this character. And Osti does not use our Vigor, so prep time wouldn't be especially useful. Prep time could set up for a bigger so, I guess. It's 5/5 for Osti to set up AoE. I mean, I'm kind of leaning just Lantern Walk Away. If I had enough money, I also would have taken prep time there. Upgrade pull aggro, so it's easier for us to pull big defend numbers. Nice. Stack 11 health on Osti. Additional turn of weakness for the next turn, and then, yeah, I'll just let So cycle, because it's one of our best damage cards. Right, yeah, I'm going to get the enemy one above their split value here. Yeah, so it's much easier for me to go over that. Come on, Defy. Nice. Defy and pull aggro really good that turn. Only took 9 damage to the Osti. 4 damage to our body, and nice. Close out the fight with nothing else. Potion of Doom, Bag of Marbles. I mean, Cleanse is one of the only ways to counter the Soulfish as Necrobinder, so I'm gonna take it. Call right back at you. You may be claimed by Doom, and I'll just pump up our... Perfect. Pump up our Osti health a bunch, so you can't really do anything about it. GG. Swift Pots. Defile, Wisp, and Grave Warden. Give me a little bit of different defense coverage via a Grave Warden. These are all just kind of tools in the deck so far. None of this is really an identity. None of this really gives us, like, scaling plans for how we take out the boss. It's just play raw value. That said, a lot of the cards are upgraded and they are giving quite large returns. I know that the next elite is going to be the Skulking Colony, so as long as I can consistently defend, which this deck is reasonably good at, because we're at the Necrobinder, and also because I've got a Potion of Doom, I should definitely push this fight. Also, you need a Swift Pot. And then cleanse a Bane from draw. Unleash. I'll save the Potion of Doom until the right time to apply it, but it's almost certainly going in this fight. There's the Light Strike. Well, maybe not. Maybe I can... Yeah, maybe I can get away without it pretty easily, actually, as it turns out. Keep that potion for someone else. Look at the 5 rings. Every 5 cards you draft, gain 20 additional health. I don't see the future of Dance Macabre or Calcify or a second pull aggro in this deck at the moment. I love our free 3rd turn with the Captain's Wheel. Thank you kindly. God, the deck is so nothing. It so doesn't do anything. I'm going to take another Putrefy so that at least for the boss fights I can try and keep Vuln weak up as long as possible so that I have some quote-unquote scaling. Use a Strength Potion in this fight so that Blight Strike does more. Both damage and blight. Go to see how it works. Cleanse through the beacon in the draw pile. We did it! Didn't even take damage. Cleanse again. It's getting harder. Definitely still have to throw the Blight Strike. Oh no, there's a cleanse that I can't even draw into a card that's worth playing on. Good Blight Strike. I'm not getting back to that Defy. I need to go full aggression here. Okay. Beacon, cleanse through a Beacon in the draw pile, and then stack. Full block. Plus we removed a second Beacon. Like, at that point, I think we can make it out of here without using the potion. God, I would love to make it out of here without using the potion. Next turn I have a Beacon, definitely in the draw, definitely drawn into hand. Get a soul with it as well. See, this is the thing, right? Like, I don't remember what your next attack is. I don't. Oh, you applied the font. It's 25, isn't it? But I'll have 7 and 18. I'll be fine. Ooh. Okay, so the numbers aren't what I thought they were, but guess who's alive on 3 health and didn't have to use their potion? It's me! I mean, Reaper Form just solves this. Eradicate could be a solution, but give me the Reaper Form. Start of your 3rd turn and every turn after that. Yeah, so I get 4 energy turn 1, 3 energy turn 2, 4 energy turn 3, and every out after that. Yep. Thank you. slide over to Question Mark City here. I wouldn't be entirely surprised if you tried to run away with my stuff. Like, I'm not really good at preventing you from doing that. Never mind, it turns out I have a really good hand for preventing you from doing that. Mine. Take my single target potion of binding back. Wisp. Yes, please. If you're upgraded and you retain until I get the right card in hand to play with you, yes, please. Veil Piercer, Borrowed Time, Hidden Gem. I think it's Borrowed Time, Hidden Gem. Card rewards now contain colorless cards from Dingy Rug is also really exciting, but how do you ever turn down Hidden Gem? It promises literally limitless fun. Now all I need to do is add some additional draw to this deck. Guess despite us so pick up AoE is still a problem for us. Well, we got a triple Reba Bomb in the draw pile, so. There you go, and then I'll hit you for 9 Blight, and you'll gain 27 Doom. Clarity Extract, definitely, in retrospect, should have used a potion in that fight. On turn 1, should have been the Potion of Binding, I imagine. Sculpting Strike. Sculpting Strike with an upgrade? Yeah. I'll take it. Ironclad Regent Silence. Not going to be Regent. Yeah, it's silent and I look for draw tools. Leading Strike deflects? Ricochet, nope. Handtrick Backstab. I mean, Backstab with the Bag of Marbles is not awful. There are enemies who will basically fall over because I did that. Ooh, the Hunt. Fatal gain an additional card reward. There is also Murder. And well-laid plans. Hey, well-laid plans. It's that well-laid plans says well-laid plans on it. We should probably click that. Continue the enemy's weak and invulnerable there. Nice. Vulnerability on you is huge that turn. Weaken extended until this turn, which is super useful as well. 19 incoming. Yeah, Hidden Gem isn't really going to be impactful on anything except for damage in that draw. So, and strike, Hidden Gem. At the end of your turn, you no longer discard your hand. 3 times! I mean, I can give you 33 block, but it's gonna turn you not into dead. So let's not do that. Let's wait. Cutreffi. Ow. Tough stuff, dude, but we got through the fight, and if I take a card, I will heal. Grave Warden's actually pretty good because the souls can just be kept in my hand with well-laid plans until the turn that I want them. Also, if I actually expect to be able to play it in a fight, I should probably have that be a 1-cost well-laid. Use Clarity Extract on turn 1 here because I really need as much impact as I can possibly get each turn. Reperform. There you go. Putrefy. So, Light Strike. And as much as I want a Hidden Gem, I don't know what it'll hit, so I'm just going to Unleash for 10 damage and 10 Lights or Doom. And with Well-Laid now, I don't have to worry about drawing back into any of these skills. It's also now important to have the what's it called? Sculpting Strike, so that I can get rid of some cards from hands that are otherwise going to be bricks. Bodyguard amps damage as well as defense, so it's still worth playing. There you go. And then normal strike, your turn. No damage to me. And no more cube. Vambrace. First time gain block from a card each combat, double the amount gained, and Death March. No. Even if I can retain that in hand until the right turn, I don't have access to a lot of draw, and I'm not going to be adding a huge amount of draw here. Poker's a 0-cost Dosty. I'm just going to feel sad when I draw into that. Whetstone gets a strike and backstab, unfortunately. We'll up a Hidden Gem. Meal Ticket. Whenever you enter a rest, heal for 15 HP. Let's retain Reperform, just in case I draw it in the first hand and don't get support for it until way later. I'm open to Skill Pot this turn. I shouldn't be. I was thinking about it because it allows me to draw and then make additional usage of my energy that turn. Yeah, but we will have turns like this where I need it. Ooh. I think it's Pulse. Okay, 33 Doom on the back line is a kill for you. And the front line is now set up to die too as well. So now it's just one of you. Unfortunately, that Decimillipede... Yeah, it goes down this turn, but the other two come back up. Playing whack-a-mole. But thankfully, with the other two coming back up, they come out without a buff, and I'm no longer weak, so it should be, at least, much easier for me to deal with them. Sadly, I can't actually make one of you weak here, though. Well, I can't actually kill one of you, rather. Reperform. Triple Unleash is nice. Let's cleanse for a ordinary draw. Nice. Get down to Sculpting Strike on a defend. Borrowed Time to give us the additional energy here to either play Reperform so that I have an easier time taking targets next turn, or defense. I think it's got to be reperform, just because otherwise I have to wait for, like, one so in the perfect position. It's just way too narrow. Full aggro, borrowed time leads way to Grave Warden. Stack also just retains in hand until the turn that it's actually impactful. Frontline dies, but dies at doom speed annoyingly. I don't like this, you summoning immediately the turn after dying to doom does feel, you know, feels a little, oh. I hope I'm making myself clear. Got him. Potion belts, additional potion slots, and Scourge, as well as Melancholy and Pagestum. Nope, don't need any of those, thank you kindly. They wouldn't really add much to us. 15 health for coming into this shop in the first place is pretty nice, though. Mayhem's pretty nice. Most of the time. But that's enough of the time for me. With borrowed time, Dance Macabre does actually seem much more impactful as well. Oh, and I can take that as remove a strike? Okay, well, that's going to break the tie then. Because it was on sale, you see. Oh my gosh. Reperform, Blight Strike, and a Backstab. That's basically the best first turn we could have had. I'm going to take card draw reduction, because especially after we have well-laid plans out, that's not going to matter too much. Well-laid plans, pull aggro. Yeah, I'll putrefy in advance of the next turn. It's fine, I got a second one in the deck, so I don't really have to worry about that running out so quickly. Righto, just holding a bunch of additional energy in this hand. Can't take Sloth. Need to be able to play more than 3 in a turn, especially because... Wow, Hidden Gem's going to triple play the Dance Macabre. That's fun. Hell yeah. All of these cards in hand cost 2. I play Dance Macabre. And now I'm getting 16 block every time I play a card that costs 2. I don't even need to play these other ones. Why would I? That's Hidden Gem, Blight Strike for a bunch of damage. Double up on defend, take only 1 damage to my body. Nice. Still got a Grey Warden for the sake of defense. Strike, sculpting through a defend. Can't take less energy per turn. It's got to be pull aggro that I draw down to, and ideally. Yeah, I'll have pull aggro access this turn. Yeah, good, good, good. So much block. I almost still want to Defy instead, actually, because that's also so much defense. God damn. That's 45 incoming. I think I'm dead to that. It's 60 with the disintegration. I mean, with borrowed time, we would survive, but sadly, we haven't drawn back into that yet. Nope, 2 health away from surviving. I will count that as having died in under 30 minutes, though. The fact that the enemy got to their waist not turn did mean that we were fighting way too slowly there. I thought that the Reaper form was going to give us the ability to generate enough value to not really have to worry, but you really need to also benefit from the additional doom that you're adding to the enemy. Lead paperweight, stone humidifier, or Niao sacrifice. Give me lead paperweight. Yeah. You know what? Give me prep time. I'm gonna start a run with prep time. I've never started prep time with this character before. Also, I think prep time's pretty good against elites. It's also really good against ceremonial beast. Because every turn you don't attack, it just gives you 4 block, and every turn you do attack, it still not 4 block. It gives you 4 damage for the next turn, and every time you do attack, it still gives you 4 damage for the next turn. And God forbid you find an AOE or a multi-hit card. Like, pull from below. Sikkim and Rattle are both really good as well, but Osti can't benefit from Vigor. Pull from below. Transform Strike into a Ethereal card. Time's up, damage equal to Doom. Alright, well, that's about as far as possibly could have gotten away from what I asked for. That's fine. Really hoping for reasonable defense there. Oh well. 2 more damage to the body. And pretty much every draw should have the lethal here. Bone Shards, Calcify, and Negative Pulse. I don't really want to bloat this deck before getting ethereal cards. I'm open to taking Bone Shards just as a AoE that defends us. I'm taking the HP. I know. I want the ethereal to do its thing. We get a gambling chip at the start of each combat, discarding a number of cards and draw that money. Yeah, anything that's not attacking. Gonna need to unleash to have any reasonable damage output here. Yeah. Sadly can't do anything about that. Literally nothing would do damage. 14, 6, defend. Basically just Bone Shards. Hopefully we get unleashed before Bone Shards. Hey, we do. Okay. Bone Shards being between cycles kind of sucks, but I've seen worse. Fine, we'll prevent all incoming damage from next turn, and now I've got 2 turns to kill these Wrigglers. Taking 10 damage after that. Okay. It could have gone a lot better. Oh, it could have gone so much better. Could have gone a little worse as well, though. Ethereal and Undeath. I mean, I want Undeath, but that's the Ethereal card. I told you I can't let the Ethereal card go by. I was going to get another defender. Yes. Another ethereal card. I'm overflowing with power. Let's upgrade prep time. Love consistent damage. First time you play a card each combat, the debuffs an enemy double the debuff. Going normal after this. Gonna upgrade to files damage by 4 for a single target. Oof. Bone shards to file defend. Thankfully covers us afterwards. There we are. GG. High five, Veil Piercer. Next ethereal card you play costs 0. I will take this as an opportunity to rest. I'm also ideally looking for a card after each of these next fights so that I can take a an upgrade on Book of the Five Rings. Sorry, an upgrade, 20 health from Book of the Five Rings. 2 ethereal cards played there, and we managed to weaken Fogmog for 2 turns. That's really useful. Yeah, look at this. We got a pull from below that does 22 damage. See, that's the promise of the future. I'm taking a second pull from below. Don't judge me. Give me an ethereal card, you coward. Play out this whole first hand. Mm-hmm. Two strike, finish him, petrified toad, and hey, that card makes other cards ethereal. Which makes those other cards easier to play if I use Veil Piercer. That's it, I really want those other cards to already be cards that I'm intending to play. Fear with Vulnerability as a setup is nice, but it's... No, take it. Don't... We're not drawing these longbows to end up on an impact. I'm going to upgrade that as well so that I get a second turn of Vulnerability so that I might be able to use a pull from below after it. Weaken you for 2 turns. Prep time. Bodyguard. Pull from below for 1. Sick. Fear, Veil Piercer, Defile, and then pull from below. I'm gonna Potion-Shaped Rock to go for the stagger here, actually. Save myself 22 health, prevent the enemy from taking additional scaling. Pull from below for 48. Follow up with Veil Piercer and some additional HP on Bodyguard, just for the defense. Yeah, I mean, I think we're covered. Defile and pull from below when I get it. Fear, Defy, Strike. This pull from below is going to do ridiculous work now. Yeah, 16 by 6. Alright, it's a build! See, this one has a direction. It has what I do in the short term, which is some high damage with Defile, which is some good defense with Defy, which is a little bit of damage and cost cheat, some vulnerability, etc. And then it has something that it's building into via the prep time and the pull from below. It's also got a tool card here in Bone Shards because I'm not using the HP of Osti, so I can just use this card to do a little bit of AoE as well as a little bit of defense. Transfigure. Do like that card. A lot. Enchant all strikes in your deck with that Tez Katharis Amber. Only got 2. Start your turn, exhaust a card in hand, gain a strength. Yes. It's really good for us. I think it makes the second cycle of the deck ridiculous as well. We also don't have many fights on this floor, so a Pumpkin Candle would make sense too. Especially if I took a full question mark line. Toasty Mins will always have a decent target, and it'll make the pull from below stronger. But also, like, really you want to gain an additional value from exhausting those cards as well. And strength is a pretty low value for Necrobinder, and especially because, like, I'm not doing a multiplier, I'm just getting +6 anyway, so it's like, this is equivalent to 6 turns worth of strength. I think it's actually going to be energy from Pumpkin Candle, and I think we got to take the, this question mark path. So glad to have full cycle here. Nothing I could have done on that first hand. Okay. Fear, then Veil Piercer kills the back line, enabling us to defy the front line. And then drop damage. Sadly not enough to kill, but good enough. Transfigure 20. Okay. No damage taken there. Unleash. Bone Shards, defend. 2 damage here, but I get to keep a Potion of Rock. Which is gonna matter. 4. Ooh. I don't think I need another ethereal card that's just a copy of a thing I have in my deck. Decay. I have... no, I have 1 power, and I do need a little bit more AoE support. Plus, it adds a decay, which I can literally remove in the next space. Okay. We'll remove decay, and then I think I take a copy of Defy as well. Because another copy of that is still really good for this deck. I also really like the idea of getting the Retain and Innate on Transfigure, just so that I have it exactly when I need it. Like, if I put that on Prep Time, for instance, that's 16 damage AoE as well as... Oh god, that's too appealing. How do you turn that down? I think this is a really good opportunity to put some additional... Ooh. I was thinking additional damage on one of the pulls from below, but that's such a small impact compared to draw, considering how easy damage is in this deck and how hard draw is. 2 defense for an ultimate defend would be a much better recur, but I'd rather get rid of as many of these strikes as possible, so I don't have to worry about them. Okay. Well, that's interesting. No matter what I transfigure, the Veil Piercer is going to make it 0 cost if the card I'm transfiguring is ethereal. Calamity, that's hilarious. Okay, let's play Calamity. I'm gonna... Right, of course, that's AoE. I'm gonna transfigure the Defile. Then I'm going to make that Defile 0 cost by striking the front line. Double Defile, poke. Ooh, Soulstorm, cool. I've also got these Pulse from Below. So I can do 20 damage twice, a single target. Oh, bone shards. That's AoE as well as defense. I'll take that. Nice. Thank you, Calamity, for giving me all those additional attacks. If I had the ability to finish anyone with a potion of rock, I would do it now. Another bone shard. It's cool to see. Bodyguard. Unleash kills the front line. I think I just go Bone Guard. Yeah, unfortunately, it's one off again with the potion. But no longer is it one off. We'll just finish it. GG. Fortifier, triple your block, as well as Lantern Extra Energy on turn 1. Big fan of that. Enfeebling Touch. Thank you kindly. It's exactly the kind of thing we need here. Alright, we got a freeloader with us at the moment. Hello, Huey. You're very close to the microphone. Could you not lick that, please? Thank you. He's a very quiet dog, so you're probably not going to hear him at all, but I'm very happy to have him. Again, just to underscore the point, because it happens every time I mention it. I have not yet gotten a dog. I will. I'm still dog sitting for family. But I get to do it for like a month this time, and I'm really happy about that. I was probably going to make a decision here, right? So defense light. We need like one big thick defense card. We need like a left leg as well. Do I just have to throw some upgrades on straight up defense? Or do I save more HP by upgrading? Oh no, actually, let's get the Bone Shards upgrade. It's 12 damage and AoE as well as 12 block. It'll be especially useful. Love to see that double prep time there. I hear you say, what do you mean double prep time? I say double prep time, double prep time. And then Fear and Defile and... Oh! Fall from Below is now currently threatening to do 50 damage to you. I'm going to Defy and make that 75. And then another 21. And I really feel like I should probably Bone Shards after all of that. So yeah, that's the general plan. That's how it goes when it does the best it's ever did. 18 damage to the enemy is slight. Actually, it turns out that's one short of killing you, rudely. Thankfully, I do have the ability to remove most HP. Oh, I should have gone for the kill. Right. Oh well. Definitely should have gone for the kill if I'm gonna get a potion after the fight. Nunchaku. Every time you play 10 attacks, gain an energy, and there's a afterlife. It's an afterlife with an upgrade. Oh, you're tangled in my headphone wire, buddy. There you go. Give me Mr. Struggles for AoE support there, thank you. Sparkling Rouge. No meal ticket. Alright, I'm gonna give myself a chance to find a card. Perfect. Having found a card in this shop. Oh my god, prep time with Exterminate is ridiculous. But having now found that, it's much easier for us to move into this elite fight. Oh, hell yeah. Enfeebling Touch. I will Transfigure Prep Time. And, I mean, I could Bone Shards. 12 damage? Yeah, it's probably important. Cost me 1 Osti HP to do that. And I'll use Fortifier for 10 health. That'll be worth it. Okay. Fear, Veil, Pierce, Defy. Pull from below is a whole load of damage. It's not lethal. I should have counted. Ow. Ow. Entirely my fault. Ow. Let me grab a Grey Warden for a wee bit more defense. And now I'm feeling uncomfortable with the idea of doing anything but resting. Do you want to rotate around, buddy? Is that it? There you go. You get comfy. Quite literally a lapdog. Double Veil Piercer is still pretty good. If that's the best thing I can get this fight, and turns out it might be. Because it'll be worth it then. Annoyingly, I think I've got to go damage because I can't be taking less draw. I won't be accomplishing anything. Defile, and I mean, I want times up to exhaust. It doesn't anymore. Macro. 15 damage doesn't really matter here. I'm gonna save the full 4 energy and use bottled promotion. Nice, to try and play some more impactful cards. We get some HP on Osti, and we also managed to play 2 more ethereal cards there. Yeah, it's all really good. All of that's going to matter a hell of a lot once I have my prep time out, because pull from below is now 36 damage just by itself. Sorry, it's 49? Okay, pull from below, then prep time, so there's both pull from belows in the next cycle. Just in case, I'll go for defense. Sorry, the summon there, some additional HP. This one I think has to be Sloth. Okay. Exterminate, Defile, great. GG. Undeath, Soulstorm, and Sacrifice. So here's the thing. I really want Undeath, and then I hit that with Sculpting Strike, and then all of the Undeaths are ethereal. Is that realistic? Likely? Even reasonable to ask for? No. Fine, I'll just take it as a defensive tool. If that happens to happen, I'll be thrilled. If it doesn't, I'll have expected it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I want to upgrade. I want to upgrade a whole whack of cards. Let's do it. We'll go up this way to fight 3 elites and hit 2 rests, as well as an early shop. And I'll use the Warhammer for the upgrades. I feel like that Defy still matters. It doesn't. I've got 2 copies. I don't. I thought I had 2 copies? Won't they take over the second copy of Defy? Ooh, I've got a... Oh, boy. I've got to stoke a fire. I've still not done that. Master of Strategy for additional draw in the first cycle, I think, is really important. Helps us set up a lot. I could try and get rid of potions and stuff like that, but I don't think that's going to be as good. I do think Bellows is pretty fun, because it upgrades Transfigure. Just essentially, it has to do that. Okay, I'm going to take the Transfigure upgrade. And then because we're going to go into this first elite without additional HP, I'll take a aerobic acid, so I might be able to push my way through the fight a little bit more aggressively. I mean, yeah, maybe I need to be taking 75 health one more consistently. I don't know. I always feel like gambling now. Speaking of gambling, we could give the gambling chip away, which I'm not going to do. Non-Goofer on ceasing top, though. Yes. Sometimes that'll work. I didn't want to take any of those trades, but that was the one that's going to be least dangerous for us, I think. Prep time, enfeebling, defy. It's the best I can do. Sadly. Oh no, I should have I should have used a Veil Piercer before one of those. Thank you for 18 by 5. Calcify, negative pulse, wisp. Nope. Yeah. Alright, let's look at the aerobic acid. Necromastery. It's got to be Necromastery. It's going to do so many multiples. Whenever Osty loses HP, all enemies will lose twice as much. And also, using bone shards will just trigger it immediately. Okay. Defy. Then borrowed time. And defy again, and enfeebling. Get that ethereal scaling on. And exterminate's huge. I'm gonna do 24 damage to all enemies when Spectral Knight attacks. Okay, I'll attack the back line. Sweet. GG. That worked out really well. Lucky Fish. Whenever you add a card to your deck, gain 15 gold, as well as a weak potion, and... I don't actually think I need Borrowed Time in this deck. Lest it were upgraded. But it's not. Pendulum. Every 3 turns, draw a card. Kindle! Woohoo! So hopefully 1, no fight, 2, 3, 4. I mean, even the question mark could be a fight, and the Kindle is still enough for the rest. Transfigure defend, I guess. Best I can do. Prep time. Oh. You attack on this turn? When that happen? Oh. You butt? How dare you? I could take strength off of you next turn, but that's not even going to be especially useful. Oh, actually, no, I'll double the impact of that because I haven't played a debuff yet. Or rather, I have played debuffs. I have not impacted you with a debuff. Yeah, so I need to stop there. I do not like you attacking on this turn, friend. I actually think it's cruel. And dare I say, unusual. This is only 4 burns you follow up on with. A bit of damage to our body there, but keeps up the pace. Get him! Duplicator anchor. Scalding strike! I'll take 1 copy, especially with a heal. And duplicator over a weak potion. I think we're long past time to actually upgrade Transfigure so that in a longer fight, like a boss fight, it might trigger multiple times. Do I want to... I'm going to Sculpting Strike on Transfigure. I'm going to Transfigure on Defile. I'm going to double Defile and then just Grave Warden. Just trying to set up Pull from Below to be already pretty good. Which it is now. Nice. Exterminate is now lethal on Stabbit. Don't ask me about Costello. Yet to know if they're even mortal. Fear's nice, but a bit of defense seems a lot better. I mean, Exterminate is single card solution for everything that's going on there, so I'll let that happen. And GG. So, Scourge, Rattle, Dexpot. Nope. Not compared to anything I'm holding. Ooh, Veil Piercer, yes please. I love Veil Piercer in this first hand because it enables me to zero cost a card that has even gotten its cost increased. Sadly, Time Up has decided to retain, which means... I mean, it really needs to be removed from this deck, that Time Up. It's doing nothing. I don't have Doom. Oh, there we go. Sculpting Strike. That'll get rid of it. Oh, hey. Sadly, I gotta take 46 unmitigated damage. Let's... Prep time. Veil Piercer sets up Defy. Draw. On Death. Fear to set up Vulnerability, and then... Perfect. pull from below for 15 by 7. And then the kill afterwards. Oh, miniature cannon! Upgraded attack seal, 3 additional damage. Oh my god. Play all ethereal cards in your exhaust pile, says Eidolon. I'm not going to commonly get to use that, but eventually that'll be really good. And sadly, I do just have to rest here. Alright. Let's go, Queen. Definitely open to Transfigure Defy first turn. No, it's Transfigure the prep. Then double weaken. I even only take 1 damage getting the additional draw for the lowest possible cost. Oh my god, Sculpting Strike does hit the Undeath. I told you that I wanted to see that happen. Woohoo! Every copy of this is now going to be ethereal as well. Master of Strategy is better used on a turn that actually needs it. And also, I'd hate to draw into Enfeebling Touch this turn when I really want that next turn. So let's drop a Unleash and Veil Piercer on the front line. Holds. I mean, Exterminate's incredible damage right now. Sadly, I didn't manage to draw into the card that I needed, alas. Sadly, that's kind of the best I can do there. Oop. It's so annoying. The cards they keep blocking in my hands are the cards that I definitely need to be keeping in this deck. So Exterminate is going to be, what is it? I have 1 point of strength, but I'm also weakened. And I've got the miniature cannon. Okay. I'm going to Transfigure a pull from below because they get truly ridiculous. Because replay doesn't just cause them to go again. So 2 ethereal cards, both in draw pile. Eidolon, which is completely disable this enemy. That's great news. Okay, buddy? You want down? There you go, buddy. Okay. Bone Shards denies us a little bit of survivability, but our next turn likely has Undeath. We even got Defy, which is nice. Get 1 turn off after this. Then it really needs to be a kill. So Pull from Below is now 26 damage 10 times. It's almost lethal. What about doing that 11 times? GG. This one gonna be a weird one. Transfigure Eidolon's fun. It pulls all the cards out of the exhaust pile, though, so unless they also exhaust when they're played, it won't actually work like that. Clumsy, throw those. Definitely gonna have to use Master of Strategy this first turn as well. I need more options. I mean, damn. Sculpting Strike Undeath, and I can even Transfigure that? That's actually ridiculous. 18 block and it just filters my whole deck with these Undeaths? that just keep making my other strikes. Yes. Transfigure that, and I'm going to give Ethereal, and then I double play it. And then I've got to get debuffs on you, so weaken and weaken. Also both Ethereal cards. By this second cycle, we're going to be playing so many Ethereal cards. I'm going to duplicate that prep time, because I think that's the final tool. Thank heck I got some defend. I will take Grave Warden. Oh no, I'm still exactly dead this turn. Fine. Then I'll Veil Piercer, and then rather than preventing the Wither in hand, because I'm already taking 22 damage, I'll throw Defile and then pull from below. Because the Wither deals damage to me before Eon Glass, so Eon Glass is going to take away the Fairy in a Bottle, regardless of what I did. Okay, Pull from Below is now 23 by 5 in this hand. Let's make you Ethereal. Sorry, play an Ethereal card there. Then make you Vulnerable. Put in 16 by, and then I think I'm supposed to hold this turn. I can't get the extra Wither, especially when it's about to go into the discard draw. 34 by 7. I mean, I'm playing it anyway, so I don't really get to defend, and then Bone Shards. I don't think I survived that turn, sadly. Oh! Oh, I do! Oh, I do, and then I kill the enemy with the Exterminate. I was never threatened, actually. It was a really easy run. Definitely not an hour and 20 minutes, or 12. Don't look at the timer. But let's talk about the cool things. Getting an Undeath that is ethereal and replay. Getting a friggin' a Pull from Below that did, how much damage was it? Like 270 or something like that at a certain point? Just combining the powers of the Royal Stamp for the addition. Replay is so good on Pull from Below because it doesn't gain replay for each ethereal card you play this combat. It deals 7 damage for each ethereal card you played this combat. So replay just deals 7 damage again for each ethereal card you played this combat. And also, just like, so much of this run was defined by prep time. We got prep time at the start, we saw Pull from Below afterwards, and then we just called our shot. Went right down the line until the game was forced to give us the tools to put them all together. Also, just a special little shout out to the old Sculpting Strike on the Undeath there that really set us up in that final fight to be able to complete the Eon Glass before it got enough damage to take me out itself. Good run, if I do say so. For the moment, though. My name? My name's Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire too. Top left has been serious playlist, rollaway content to the game past, present, and future YouTube recommendations, and down below streaming past the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays, and a public thank you, and a special thanks to this episode to Eloise. Hopefully you all have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.